Minutes remaining on race one. Now they're an eighth away. Here they come. They're off and pacing far outside. Blasting Zone is first away. Out second is Formal Wear. Down along the rail, hustling up. There goes Carlson Raider. He gets away third. Rushing out four from the extreme outside. Locked in Style is moving toward the front. Racing five, dropped in to find cover, is BH Bunny. Pacing six on the inside, reserved seat. And seven at the back is Eyes Ahead as that field swings around the lower turn, racing toward the quarter. They're being led by Blasting Zone by a length, and Locked in Style is still moving on the outside, and he guns to the front as they race past the quarter-mile mark. He is the new leader. Locked in Style on top, Blasting Zone second. Racing third is Formal Wear. Four on the outside, moving up down the back stretch is BH Bunny. Racing five along the rail, Carlson Raider. Off the quarter in 32 and 1, they're racing toward the half. Pacing seven, reserved seat, and on the outside, moving up from the back of the field, will come Eyes Ahead as they race down the backside, being led once again by just a length by Blasting Zone, who regains command past the half-mile mark. Inside, Locked in Style will catch a breather second. From the outside, easing up third, comes Formal Wear, and four is BH Bunny, who's been out a long way as they race past the half. And five, Carlson Raider is buried along the rail. Six, Eyes Ahead. Seven at the back, reserve seat. As they race past the half in 104 and 3, they're driving into the upper turn. On the inside with the lead is Blasting Zone. Outside, Formal Wear ranging up second. Along the rail, Locked in Style is locked in third. Racing four from the outside, BH Bunny will have no choice but to come three deep if he is to join the leaders. And five is Carlson Raider on the rail. Six, Eyes Ahead is coming way wide from the back. As they race past three quarters, he's four deep, but with a lot of ground to make up. The three quarter in 137 1/5. And on a track called Sloppy, the field moves to the final eighth mile, being led now by Formal Wear, who's getting to the front for Henninger as they race toward the wire. Blasting Zone has been headed. He's now second. And here comes Carlson Raider. He's full of pace. He's moving fast on the rail, and he's closing ground with every stride. Carlson Raider on the inside is absolutely flying toward the wire. Formal Wear on the outside. Carlson Raider gets up to win it. Formal Wear 2, BH Bunny 3. Here is the end. Now they're an eighth away. Here they come for race two. Miss Black Shadow is back off the gate. They're off and pacing on the inside. Jazzy Jessica first away between fillies. Gene Stewart gets away second and racing third as that field drives toward the lower turn. Racing toward the quarter-mile station is Dixie J Ideal. Away four on the inside is Fella's Opal. Five is Pie Face in the lower turn. Racing six, Passionate Victory. Seven is Awesome Susan toward the quarter-mile mark. And eight, Miss Black Shadow as that field races off the lower turn, driving toward the quarter. They're being led as they race that way, turning down the backside by Jazzy Jessica. She's on top by 4 lengths and opens up daylight on the field for Laverne Hostetler as they turn down the backside off the quarter-mile station 30 and 3/5. They're racing now toward the half-mile mark. And with the lead as they race that way is Jazzy Jessica. She's on top as they race toward the half-mile station. And pacing next on the inside as they drive toward the upper turn will be Gene Stewart, who is second. Racing third down the backside is Fella's Opal. Pacing four on the rail, Dixie J Ideal. Five is Pie Face. Six, Passionate Victory. Seven to the outside, Awesome Susan moving from the back. And racing eight is Miss Black Shadow as they scoot past the half-mile station, being led by Jazzy Jessica. And off the half in 103 and 1, they're racing toward the upper turn. Jazzy Jessica in command, but closing ground from two. Here comes Gene Stewart, and racing third on the rail is Fella's Opal, who's been there all the way. And four, tipping to the outside, here comes Dixie J Ideal. She begins her kick before three quarters. And off the rail from two, Gene Stewart now will try the leader, but Jazzy Jessica hangs tough with the lead on the inside. And and Dixie J. Ideal is closing ground. She moves up into contention. She's now third. Fella's Opal is fourth on the rail as they race past three-quarters. That station in 1:36, they're in the final quarter mile, and they're being led by Jazzy Jessica, catch driver Laverne Hostetler, trying to wire the field. They're three deep behind her. Racing second on the inside and moving up in the lane comes Fella's Opal. Racing third mid-track is Dixie J. Ideal, and here comes Fella's Opal, and she is full of pace on the outside, and Jazzy Jessica is now under a drive. Fella's Opal from the outside comes at her one more time. Fella's Opal trying, photo finish. Jazzy Jessica appeared to hang on, but that will be a photo between her and Fella's Opal. Here is the entire official order of finish from the second race. Miss Black Shadow was 8, Pie Face 4, Field just an eighth away. Here they come for race 3. They're off and trotting from the outside. Charge It is first away on the inside. Silver Dollar Storm gets away second. Trotting third as they race toward the lower turn will be Tunerville Trolley as that field drives toward the quarter-mile mark. 4 moving up from the far outside is Master Sherwood. Jolly Cosmos was off stride as the field left, and now there goes Charge It. He trots to the front as they race toward the quarter-mile mark. Master Sherwood moving up on the outside to race second. Along the rail, trotting third is Silver Dollar Storm. Racing forward toward the quarter-mile station will be Tunerville Trolley as they slip past the quarter, racing down the backside. 5, You Can't Top This, moves up on the outside as the field slips past the quarter, and now Master Sherwood trots to the front. He's the new leader up the quarter in 31 1/5. Master Sherwood is in command. Trotting next on the inside is Charge It. Racing third, Silver Dollar Storm. 4 down the backside as they race toward the half. You Can't Top This. 5 on the outside. Lord Barco is in gear. Racing next on the rail. Trotting 6, Tunerville Trolley. 7, Duo Moonlight. Racing 8, Egyptian Hawk. 9 is Jolly Cosmos after a break as that field scoots past the half in 1:02 3. They're racing toward the three-quarter. And now trotting to the front and getting the lead as they race toward the upper turn is Silver Dollar Storm, who's on top by 2 lengths. He is the new leader. Inside, trotting second around the upper turn is Master Sherwood, and third off the rail. Here comes Charge It. He's out and driving once again, and he's now second and soon will try the leader. The front 3 open up 5 lengths on the field. Trotting 4, Duo Moonlight is moving up and closing ground on the leaders as they race toward the top of the lane. From way back, trotting 5 is Jolly Cosmos, who was off stride when the field left. He's trotting a storm, but he's still 10 lengths off the leader. 3/4 reached in 1:34 2/5. The field races toward the wire, and with the lead in the lane as they drive toward the final 8th mile, Silver Dollar Storm. But from the outside, Charge It is still moving, and he just won't quit. He's game on the outside. Charge It trotting toward the front. Silver Dollar Storm at the rail is now second, and here's Duo Moonlight, and he has all kinds of trouble, but now rough gated in the lane. And Charge It is on top. Charge It, Jolly Cosmos from the extreme outside. Charge It is going to win it. Jolly Cosmos 2, and home 3, but off stride at the wire, Silver Dollar Storm. Here is the entire official order of finish. This field is less than an eighth away. Here they come. They're off and pacing on the inside. Never Judge first away. Down along the rail, Banner Boy is out second. Away third is Kid Jazz as that field hits the lower turn. Racing 4 is Champagne Pike. 5 dropping in is Augment. Away 6 on the rail is Scooter Viking. Racing 7, Pugs Challenge. They're in the lower turn. Pacing 8, Duo Sundancer moves up from the back. And 9, Salt Peanuts concede the field as they sweep off the lower turn, racing toward the quarter-mile mark. And they're being led by Never Judge, who's on top by a length and a half. Banner Boy second on the inside, and racing third is Kid Jazz as they slip past the quarter. Racing 4 on the inside, Champagne Pike. 5 down the backside, Augment. 6, Scooter Viking. 7 is Pugs Challenge off the quarter in 31 4. Racing 8 down the backside is Duo Sundancer, who's moving once again from the back of the field. And 9, Salt Peanuts can see them all as they drive toward the half-mile mark. And Never Judge dictating fractions on top by a length. And easing off the rail from 2, here comes Banner Boy. He's moving on the leader as they race past the half. Pacing third, Kid Jazz is yet to make his move. 4 is Champagne Pike. Racing 5 is Augment. 5 lengths off him. Scooter Viking is 6 with ground to make up. 7 Duo Sundancer, and Banner Boy is coming at the leader off the half in 103 2/5. Banner Boy from the outside is getting to the front. Never Judge on the rail is still there, but now second. And racing third, Kid Jazz begins to pick up the leaders. He's third, moving on the outside. Will have to come 3 deep when they race toward the top of the lane. Pacing 4 as they drive this way will be Augment, who's on the rail. 5 from the outside, Champagne Pike begins to move as they race past 3/4. Banner Boy from the outside getting to the front. 3/4, 135 and 3. They drive toward the wire. And Never Judge has been headed. He's now second. Racing third, here comes Kid Jazz. 4 is Augment to join the leaders, and 5 way wide is Champagne Pike. But the leader is Banner Boy. He's on top by a length and a half. Kid Jazz is second on the outside, trying to close ground. Never Judge at the rail is third. Banner Boy now under a drive as they race toward the wire. Kid Jazz second. Augment is flying on the far outside. Banner Boy hangs on to win it. Home second, Kid Jazz, photo for show. Official order of finish from the 4th race. Banner Boy, the winner. Now they're an 8th away. This is race 5 in behind, pacing fillies and mares. As racing now continues on tonight's card. Here they come for the 5th race. They're off and pacing. Between them, Sold on Gold is first away toward the inside. Broadway Bunny out second. Racing third is Love Millie. And 4 rushing out far outside. There goes Renvay's Practice as that field hits the lower turn. Racing 5 on the rail is Julatros. 6 in the lower turn is Carolyn's Conquest. Racing 7, I'm a Rarity. 8 is Ideal's Pride. And 9 at the back of the field as they race toward the quarter-mile mark is Gold Special. Field sweeping off the lower turn. They're being led now by Broadway Bunny, who's on top by a length. On the inside, Sold on Gold picks up cover second. Racing third is Renvay's Practice past the quarter-mile mark. Pacing 4 is Love Millie off the quarter in 30 4/5. They're racing now toward the half-mile station. Pacing 5 is Julatros. 6 Carolyn's Conquest. 7 moving from the back. Here comes I'm a Rarity. Racing 8 is Gold Special moving up with cover. And 9 Ideal's Pride is at the back as they race toward the half-mile mark. And Broadway Bunny in command on top by a length. Sold on Gold getting the 2-hole trip is still there second. Racing third is Renvay's Practice. 4 off the rail is Love Millie. And 5 Julatros has yet to make her move. 6 on the outside, I'm a Rarity. 7 on the rail is Carolyn's Conquest off the half-mile station, 102 and 2. They're racing toward 3/4. And Broadway Bunny dictating fractions on top by a length and a half. And Sold on Gold continues to stalk the leader. She's been there every step of the way. She's second. Racing third, Renvay's Practice, very much within striking distance. And Sold on Gold is off stride, top of the lane. And Sold on Gold, who had the perfect journey and been there all the way, is rough-gated off stride and fades from the picture. And that leaves Broadway Bunny by herself. She's on top by 5 lengths to 3/4 in 133 2/5. They're in the final quarter mile. Broadway Bunny with the lead. Renvay's Practice now second. Julatros is moving up third. Racing 4, Love Millie. They drive to the wire. And in the final 16th, it is all Broadway Bunny and driver Charlie Baker. Broadway Bunny cruising to the wire is going to win race 5 by 7 lengths. Home second, Renvay's Practice. Third was Julatros. Here is the entire official order of finish from race 5. Broadway Bunny, the winner. Now this field an 8th away. Here they come. They're off and pacing far outside. San Key Largo first away toward the inside. Flawless Society out second. Down along the rail, Tyler's Hope gets away third. Rushing out fourth from the outside, there goes Hills Easter moving toward the top. And racing 5, Riding Shotgun, was rough-gated as the field left. He made a momentary bobble, but Paisley has him settled and moving on the outside from 5. 6 is making tracks. 7, as they race toward the quarter, is Goose on Fire. Racing 8 on the inside as they race that way is No Can Lose. And 9 at the back, Yogi Fraw, as they race past the quarter-mile mark, headed toward the half. The front station in 30 1/5. They're being led by San Key Largo by a length and a half. Racing next, Hills Easter on the inside. And here comes Flawless Society. He's off the rail third and coming at the leader. 4 is Riding Shotgun. 5 is making tracks. He begins to move before the half-mile station. Racing 6 on the inside past that marker will be Tyler's Hope. Pacing 7 is Goose on Fire. 8, No Can Lose. 9 is Yogi Fraw as the field races past the half-mile mark. San Key Largo at the rail had the lead, but Flawless Society moves up alongside of him. Those two head-and-head battling for command. San Key Largo now fighting back. The half a minute 3/5 are racing into the upper turn. Pacing third on the inside, Hills Easter looking for room but cannot find it. 4 to the outside, here comes Making Tracks, and he begins to pick up the leaders. And Heitman soon will have to send him 3 deep to join the leaders as they race past the 3/4. 5 is Riding Shotgun, who's locked in tight on the rail. Racing 6 on the outside, Goose on Fire begins to move as they race toward the top of the lane. And San Key Largo hangs tough on the rail of 3/4 in 1:31 4. They straighten toward the wire. And now, from the outside, Flawless Society comes at him once again, getting to the front, and Making Tracks is coming 3 deep. Toward the inside, Hills Easter now moving at the leaders in the final 8th mile. Far outside, Making Tracks is still moving for Dale Heitman. Flawless Society is under a drive, and Yogi Fraw is way wide and flying as they race toward the wire. But the leader is Making Tracks. He's on top as they approach the wire, and Making Tracks will win it. Flawless Society 2, Hills Easter 3. Here is the entire official order of finish from the 6th race. Tyler's Hope. They're less than an eighth away. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Double Joy for the lead. Far outside, Merrill's Love rushing out second. Down along the rail, Jundy gets away third. And pacing for Rosedale Diana drops in to find cover there. Racing 5, Incredible Doll moving up from the outside. 6 on the rail is Quaker Shaker. 7, Dom's Asset. 8 is Raven Society. And at the back of the field is Emily's Award as they race toward the quarter-mile mark. And from the outside, ranging up, comes Merrill's Love now to take command. Along the rail, giving way to race second as they drive past the quarter is Double Joy. Pacing third, Incredible Doll continues to move up on the outside. 4 is Jundy. 5 as they race past the quarter, Rosedale Diana. They were there in 30 2/5. They're racing toward the half. 6, Quaker Shaker is moving from midfield. 7, Dom's Asset. 8, Ravens Society. 9, Emily's Award at the back as they race past the half-mile station. And from the outside, there goes Incredible Doll. She gets to the front. She's the new leader. Along the rail, Merrill's Love picks up cover now second, and she will catch a breather. Pacing third is Double Joy, who's been there all the way. 4, from the outside, ranging up, comes Quaker Shaker. 5, Jundy, buried on the inside. 6, Dom's Asset. 7, Rosedale Diana. The half in 1:01, they're racing into the final turn. Field being led by just a length by Incredible Doll. She's on top as they race toward the top of the stretch. Quaker Shaker still moving on the outside. She's been out a long way. She's now second. And Merrill's Love is locked in tight on the rail. She's third and soon will need room. And Double Joy is shuffled back fourth toward midfield. And Tim Curtin has his hands full of horse but no place to go as they race past 3/4. That station in 1:33 1/5. The field straightens toward the wire. Incredible Doll at the rail. From the outside, Quaker Shaker is second, coming at her. And racing third, here comes Dom's Asset. She's 3 wide as they race toward the wire. And diving toward the rail, looking for racing room as Merrill's Love, but not finding it. They're fanning out 4 across the racetrack. On the inside, Merrill's Love. Between fillies, Incredible Doll is still there. Dom's Asset from the far outside. Photo finish between Incredible Doll and Merrill's Love. Hold all tickets. Here is the entire official order of finish from the 7th race. Jundy finished. Now they're an 8th away. Here they come for race 8. They're off and pacing down along the rail. Brooklyn's Dream first away, far outside. There goes Stormy Win Ray rushing out second. Between those two, How's Bayou Darlin' is third. Along the rail, racing 4, Penny Seal as that field sweeps around the lower turn. 5 on the inside is RMG. 6, Charm Her moving up on the outside. 7, She's Attractive. 8, Leather and Lace. 9, but moving from the back, Celerity as they race off the lower turn, driving toward the quarter. They're being led by Brooklyn's Dream by just a length. On the inside, How's Bayou Darlin' second. Racing third, backed up to find cover there is Stormy Win Ray. Past the quarter in 29 and 2, they're racing toward the half. And here comes Stormy Win Ray. She's off the rail and moving third. She's now second. Racing 4 is Penny Seal. 5 down the backside is Charm Her. 6 on the rail, RMG. Racing 7 toward the half, Leather and Lace. 8 shuffled back on the inside, She's Attractive. And 9 is Celerity as the field races toward the half-mile mark. They're being led by Brooklyn's Dream. She's on top by a length, and Stormy Win Ray drops in once again to catch a breather second. Racing third, sneaking up along the rail as they drive past the half-mile station. How's Bayou Darlin'? On the outside, Charm Her has been out a long way. She's still on the outside and moving fourth. Penny Seal is 5 on the rail, off the half in 59 and 2. They're approaching 3/4. And racing 6, Leather and Lace is moving up midfield, but she is still 7 lengths off the leader as they race toward the top of the lane. And Brooklyn's Dream has dictated fractions in command for Homer Hochstetler as they turn for home. Inside, Stormy Win Ray is second. Charm Her still there on the outside third, but she couldn't make the front. She fights tiredness. Here comes Leather and Lace on the outside as they race past 3/4. That station, 131, 1/5. They drive to the wire. Here's Leather and Lace. She's on fire far outside, blowing past the leaders. And toward the rail, Stormy Win Ray is second. Fading third is Brooklyn's Dream. They're in the final 8th mile. Leather and Lace mid-track has the lead. On the inside, Stormy Win Ray is second, but it's going to be Leather and Lace winning it by 2 lengths. Stormy Win Ray is 2, and from way back, She's Attractive, home 3. Now they're an 8th away. Here they come. Lake Hill's Bob, after a break, is back off the gate. They're off and pacing toward the inside. Russian Dancer first away, down along the rail. Kane County Kid is out second. Rushing out third mid-track, there goes Hired Assassin. 4 dropped in is Broadway Top Gun. Racing 5 is Wellwater. 6 is B47. 7 is UB between horses. Racing 8 moving 3 deep in the lower turn. There goes Uncle Bun. And 9 Lake Hill's Bob at the back as the field rolls off the lower turn, driving toward the quarter-mile mark. And from the outside, Hired Assassin is the new leader. He's on top by a length and a half, by 2 lengths as they race past the quarter. Inside, Russian Dancer picks up cover second. The front station 30 and 3/5. They're racing down the backside. Pacing third, Kane County Kid. Outside, Uncle Bun is fourth. Racing 5 as they drive toward the half-mile station will be Broadway Top Gun. He shuffled back on the rail toward midfield. 6 moving up on the outside is UB. 7 is Wellwater. 8 is Lake Hill's Bob. 9 is B47 as they race toward the half-mile mark. And Hired Assassin on top at that station. He leads it by just a length. And sneaking up a tighter second comes Russian Dancer. Pacing third, Kane County Kid has been there all the way. 4, Uncle Bun trying to move up. Racing 5 is Broadway Top Gun. 6 is UB past the half, and 101. The field is racing into the final turn. And they're being led by Hired Assassin, David McGee. They're on top by a length. Racing next on the inside, pacing third and shuffled back is Russian Dancer. And from the outside, moving up before the 3/4, Uncle Bun, who's been out a long way. He's still moving on the leader. He's now second, but still parked as they race toward the top of the stretch. They're driving past 3/4, and Pacers now fanning out 3 deep, battling for the lead. The 3/4, 131, 1/5. They race to the wire. And now diving toward the rail as they race this way, and moving fast comes Russian Dancer to join the leaders. Between horses, Hired Assassin. Extreme outside and flying in the stretch. Here comes Kane County Kid to join the leaders. Between them, Hired Assassin is giving way. Russian Dancer getting to the front from the inside. Hired Assassin now second. Russian Dancer is under a drive. Hired Assassin comes back. Photo. Photo finish between Hired Assassin and Russian Dancer in 2 minutes flat. Hold all tickets. Here is the entire official order of finish from the 9th race. Kane County Kid will... Here they come. They're off and pacing far outside. Zambuca rushing out for the lead toward the inside. Sleepy Bear is out second. Down along the rail, Pirate Rip is third. And now hustling up from the outside, 3 deep between horses. There goes Awesome Prince. He's gunning toward the front for driver Mike Arnold. They're in the lower turn. And with the lead at the rail is Pirate Rip. Racing next, Awesome Prince far outside. Sneaking up comes Keystone Switch, now to be second. Awesome Prince is third. Racing 4 on the inside is Sleepy Bear. 5 Zambuca. 6 on the rail, Lockerbie Squire. Racing 7, Cedars Trenton. 8, Start Time Lover. 9, No Excuses Please, off the quarter in 29 and 4. The field straightening down the backside. And Awesome Prince moves up to take command. And here comes Zambuca. And he is still parked and still rolling on the outside. Zambuca is the new leader. Awesome Prince will pick up cover and catch a breather second. Racing third is Pirate Rip. 4 comes Lockerbie Squire. 5 is Keystone Switch. Racing 6 down the backside is Cedars Trenton. 7 on the rail as they drive past the half is Sleepy Bear. 8, Start Time Lover begins to move from the back. And 9, but right there as the field is well bunched. No Excuses Please. They're racing into the upper turn. And off the half in 59 and 2, they're being led by Zambuca. On top by a length. From the outside, easing up second, comes Lockerbie Squire. Racing third is Awesome Prince, who soon once again will need racing room. 4, Pirate Rip is buried along the rail. Racing 5, Cedars Trenton continues to move up on the outside. 6 behind him is Star Time Lover. And 7, Keystone Switch has no place to go as they race past the 3/4. Off that station in 1:30, the field straightens toward the wire. Zambuca with the lead. Racing next on the inside is Awesome Prince, and Lockerbie Squire is still moving as they race toward the wire. And Lockerbie Squire is 3 deep mid-track as they drive this way, and now getting to the front. And Lockerbie Squire has been out a long way. He's still moving, and Keystone Switch has all kinds of pace on the rail. He has just now seen racing room, and he is absolutely flying toward the wire. Keystone Switch from the inside. Lockerbie Squire outside. Lockerbie Squire hangs on to win it. Keystone Switch 2, Pirate Rip 3. Rough gated behind the gate. Now back pacing. Here they come. They're off and pacing from mid-track. Try to Remember first away. Melody Mohawk gets away second. From the outside, racing third is Easy Guess as they hit the lower turn. 4 dropping in, I'm Groovy 2. Racing 5 on the rail as they slip around the lower turn is Jesse Fell. Pacing 6 is Magna Carey. 7 on the inside as they drive toward the quarter is Bonnie Bo Scott. Racing 8, Come On Celia. And 9, Rally Round can see the field as they drive off the lower turn, racing toward the quarter. And from the outside, moving up to take command, there goes Easy Guess, the new leader. Racing next, Try to Remember, picks up cover second. Along the rail third, Melody Mohawk. Off the quarter in 30 and 2/5, they're racing down the backside. Pacing 4, I'm Groovy 2. Racing 5, Jesse Fell. 6, Magna Carey. 7 toward the half-mile station will be Bonnie Bo Scott. 8 on the rail, Come On Celia. And 9 is Rally Round as they drive now toward the half-mile station. And on the outside, here comes Melody Mohawk. She gets to the front. Inside, Easy Guess is giving way. I'm Groovy 2 is off the rail and moving third. Racing 4, Try to Remember. 5 to the outside. Moving with cover is Jesse Fell. 6 on the inside, Bonnie Bo Scott. Off the half-mile station a minute 2/5, they're racing into the upper turn. And they're being led by Melody Mohawk. On top by just a length. On the inside, Easy Guess is second. I'm Groovy 2 is moving up on the outside third. Racing 4 right behind her, Jesse Fell continues to pick up the leaders. And buried along the rail, racing 5 is Try to Remember with no place to go. 6, Magna Carey is midfield, becoming 3 deep top of the lane. Off the 3/4 and 1:31 1/5, they straighten toward the wire. They're in the stretch, and Melody Mohawk is on top. They're fanning out 5 wide behind her, a wall of pacers behind the leaders. Try to Remember is diving toward the rail. Easy Guess to the outside is second. And racing third, here comes Rally Round with a flourish and flying far outside. Melody Mohawk is in command. Rally Round extreme outside. Between those two, Easy Guess. But Melody Mohawk hangs tough to win it. Easy Guess is 2, and Bonnie Bo Scott with a late rush is 3. And here is the entire official order of finish. Race 11, Melody Mohawk the winner. I'm Groovy 2-9, Jesse Fell 7, Magna Carey 4, Try to Remember 5, Bonnie Bo Scott 3, Come On